Hey guys, what's up? I'm Ian Golden with DJ Tech Tools, and today I'm going to show you the MidiFighter 3D. So the MidiFighter 3D is just like a regular MidiFighter, except it's got a couple of cool features. Each button has RGB controls, so you can change the colors that the button displays, and the whole controller has three-dimensional motion tracking control. So what this means is that on the left axis, you've got one CC that goes from 0 to 127. You can map that to anything you want. On the right axis, you've got another CC. On the front axis, you've got a unique one. And on the back, you also have a unique one. Additionally, if you hold down a button, each button is going to send out its own CC, and you can then rotate it for full control over whatever that button does. And you notice that there's this cool animation here that shows me where in the range that is. All right, so to give you an idea of what that sounds like, one of our guys here in the labs, Mad Zach, has mapped this controller to control Ableton, which I've got running over here. Each one of these buttons is going to trigger a sound, and then as I move the MidiFighter, it's going to modulate that sound. So that's one example of how the MidiFighter 3D works. You can also, of course, map it to Tractor, Serato, or any other software that accepts a MIDI input. So one of the first things that you're going to want to do when you get a brand new MidiFighter 3D, and one of the coolest features of this is the MidiFighter utility that I've got here. You can go into the colors bank and customize the colors for all 4 banks of the MidiFighter and define exactly how your controller works. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and set the inactive color of the top bank to red. I'm going to go ahead and update the controller, and then there it is on the first bank. I've got this nice cool color. You can also, if I want, set the on color to be white, so when I press it, it turns white. So every 3D has 4 banks of controls, and each bank can have its own colors on the buttons, so you know what every bank does. You've also got 6 handy shift registers on the side. Each of these sends out a unique note message, and you can either press them on the side like this, or if you have your MidiFighter picked up, you can maybe use your hands like this and press them while you're playing. So when you first get your controller, go ahead and take the sleeve off, and you'll find a couple cool things inside. You've got a certificate of authenticity with your specialized code that identifies your controller. You've also got this special right angle USB cable, you see it here, that keeps the controller from popping out. And then you've also got a rad MidiFighter 3D sticker.